We've got a full supermoon in the sign of Aries on October 17th, 2024, and this energy is not to be taken lightly. This will be a very intense and potent full moon that has the potential to bring up some very uncomfortable emotions. But at the same time, it also has the potential to help us rise above it and to find solutions. It's all about how you choose to react to this energy. Hi, my name is Bella, and I use tropical Western astrology and the whole sign house system to interpret the stars and the movement of the planets to help you on your spiritual journey. And if you like what I have to say, please make sure to give this video a like, subscribe to my page, and hit that bell notification to stay updated every time I post. And if you love astrology, I also have an astrology app called Astro Bella that's available in the App Store and on Google Play, where you can get your daily horoscope, your yearly horoscope, the description of all your planetary positions, your current astrological transits, along with the transits going on for everyone, advice on how to handle these transits, suggestions how you can get through this energy, and so many more astrological goodies. So make sure to check that out, and let's dive right in to this full moon, okay? Because you need to be prepared for this one. This is going to be intense and volatile energy. It's happening at 24 degrees of the sign of Aries, so check your birth chart to see if you have anything close to 24 degrees, because it'll definitely impact you the most. It will impact everyone. Some people will feel it more subtly, others will feel it more literally, and it will manifest on the outside. For others, it will be more of just a discomfort internally. And the reason this discomfort is coming up is because this full moon is it's making some tensor alignments, I would say. It is connected to Chiron, the wounded healer, okay? This is an asteroid known as the wounded healer, and it is also in Aries right now, and it will be making a very close contact with this full moon. And Chiron has the tendency to bring up our deepest core wounds for them to be looked at, for them to be healed, essentially. So this full moon is very healing energy, okay? But that healing is going to come through discomfort and uncomfortable emotions that need to be looked at now. And full moons are already times of heightened emotions. And this full moon is happening in the same sign that the North Node is in. This is not quite an eclipse, but it's still very eclipsy energy. That means there is an element of fate and destiny at play here. And something that was started 6 months ago during the Aries solar eclipse on April 8th could be coming to a head now, could be reaching a culmination point now, a massive one. Because that's what full moons are. They are the end of a cycle. They are things coming into fruition. So you could see results now, results that you've been waiting for, results that are aligned with your destiny. But there is a challenge here. There is something that you need to overcome in order to reach that destiny. And with this full moon being in Aries, currently we have Mars in Cancer, which means this full moon is squaring off with Mars. And Mars is pretty uncomfortable in the sign of Cancer. It's at fall in Cancer. And Mars is not particularly good at handling its anger while it's in Cancer. It tends to push its emotions down until it just explodes, or it tends to be more passive aggressive in the sign. So Mars is struggling right now to deal with anger in a healthy way. And because it's making a very tense aspect by very close by degree to this full moon, there's going to be this element of not knowing how to control our emotions and this need to channel our emotions productively, because if we don't, they could go awry. And those emotions can lead to blow-ups, fights, lashing out, acting in very impulsive and aggressive ways towards one another, because the emotions will be uncomfortable. And if you don't do something about them and take a minute to just breathe and to think things through and to focus on the solution as opposed to focusing on the problem and allowing whatever the problem at hand is to incline you to act in a way that is out of character, okay? Everybody's going to be feeling it. And we're only human. You know, sometimes these types of emotions do come up, and I really believe that there's great potential to rise above these emotions. And squares have a way of bringing challenges into our lives, but these challenges are never just to knock us down or hurt us. These challenges actually help us find really powerful solutions that we can use for the rest of our lives. So don't be afraid of the discomfort. Don't be afraid of this agitation that comes up, or this anger that arises at this time, because you can channel this in a very powerful way. You can align with your passion in a very powerful way during this full moon and realize a lot and find a solution. The solution is not going to come easily. It's going to come through you acknowledging your pain, your discomfort, your anger, accepting it, breathing through it, not judging yourself for it, and just loving yourself, even despite emotions that you feel ashamed of, because you shouldn't feel ashamed of any of these emotions, okay? They're all there for a reason, and they're all there to reveal something. And at the end of the day, it's your choice what you do with them, and you could channel them in a very productive and helpful way, okay? But the truth of the matter is that they're going to be there, okay? And they could be coming up from this deeper core wound within you that maybe you've pushed to the side, or you weren't even aware that it was there, but you'll become very aware of what this wound is during this time, and you have the opportunity to address it and to channel it towards finding a really satisfying and fulfilling solution of how to deal with your anger in a productive way. So there's so much potential with this full moon, and Jupiter is sextiling this full moon as well. Jupiter, the planet of good fortune. So it's as if we're being divinely protected at this time. Whatever the outcome may be, it's for our greater good, and we need to believe that. And this can affect world events. It could bring a lot of violence and aggression into the world, into our lives, a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions. And Aries is the sign of the warrior, okay? Aries is the most impulsive sign, and Aries is ruled by Mars. So this full moon is ruled by Mars, and Mars is uncomfortable right now. And Aries does things without thinking. So you could just feel really inclined to just, all of that energy is so potent. And if you really take a step back before you react and just breathe through it, you can find some incredible solutions at this time. And then you'll see the value in all of that energy that's building up in you, because it's up to you how you want to use that energy. Mars is also moving into an opposition with Pluto that's sitting at that last degree of Capricorn, exposing whatever is left hidden in the dark among those in power. And so we're actually building up to very volatile energy at this time. And Pluto is impacting this full moon because it's still squaring this full moon. It's a wider square, but Pluto's influence is there. So there is an element of having to face the darkness in order to find the ultimate power. And that's another layer, another level of the discomfort that's going to come from this energy. And there is great potential for healing. There is great potential for transformation. There is a lot of potential for growth from this energy, but something can come to an end. Something can come to a halt, and it could be very abrupt, and it could be very disruptive, and it could be very uncomfortable, and it can cause us all to be acting out of character at this time. So I really hope this video helps you rise above this energy, and it helps you realize that if you just take a step back, take a deep breath, think about what you want to do, don't lash out at other people, do your best not to hurt others, and if other people lash out at you, try not to take it personally. There is a lesson in all of this. There's great value in this energy. And if you channel this anger into your passions, or into finding a solution, or into being better than you were yesterday, you can rise above this transformed and so much stronger and so much more confident and empowered in yourself, and really trust yourself. And this could lead to more independence, more freedom, you being more aligned with your instincts and taking action that is in your best interest and putting yourself first. This is very powerful energy, and it has the ability to really help your self-esteem, your self-confidence, standing up for yourself. But you have to remember, you got to stand up for yourself in a way that's not hurtful to others, that's not overly emotional. You need to be firm and put your foot down, but not in a way that's hurting others or being overly emotional, because Mars in Cancer can be overly emotional and act upon irrational emotions. So this is an opportunity for you to become super aware of yourself, how you deal with anger, how you deal with adversity, how you deal with the discomfort, how you deal with your trauma, with your wounds, how you deal with darkness. And you could become very aware of that, and that can actually really help you moving forward. And if you have some results that are unexpected or feel unaligned or are really upsetting at this time, sit with them and trust that there is a bigger purpose for it all, even if you may not see it right now, because this full moon is giving eclipse. It's not quite an eclipse, but it's giving eclipse vibes. It still has that element of like, we are aligning you with, we as in the universe is aligning with you with your destiny at this time. So trust the process and know that Jupiter is protecting you. You're divinely protected, and whatever goes away at this time, whatever comes to its conclusion or ends, or whatever you release, it's absolutely necessary that you do so. And just lay low on that day. Try not to get into any fights. Try not to do anything too crazy. We could see some pretty crazy news stories at this time of just violence, aggression around the world, unexpected, hard-hitting news at this time. So try to remain calm. Know there's a greater plan at play here, and we're just moving into this tenser energy with Mars getting closer to opposing Pluto, because when Mars is at 29 degrees of Cancer and Pluto is still going to be at 29 degrees of Capricorn, that's going to be super, super intense, okay? And this is a buildup. And this full moon, is the catalyst for that. This full moon is bringing something into the picture that is going to be super uncomfortable and kind of wakes us up and shakes us up at the same time. Makes us realize some stuff about ourselves and the world around us that we might not feel comfortable with or might not want to look at, but this is the time to look at it. This is the time to heal. This is the time to be strong. This is the time to take super good care of yourself, to breathe through the process and know that it's all going to be okay. I'm also going to quickly go over what this could be for your particular sign. Make sure you check your rising sign first, because that'll be the most potent for you. And then you can check your sun and moon as secondary energy. All right, let's get into it. Aries, this is your full moon. This is going to be all about the self. It's all about you. And you're going to see some huge results right now in regards to the work that you've been doing on yourself, okay? And something can come to a head right now. And you'll definitely see themes from the last solar eclipse that we had in Aries in April. And this could be you coming out. It's like you are emerging as something new, something transformed. You are presenting a new version of yourself to the world with this. But there's something about it that can cause conflict. There's something about how you're presenting yourself to the world now. You're more empowered after all of this energy, and all of the lessons that you've learned are actually affecting who you are. You've transformed, you've changed, but there's something about these changes that you've made that are going to piss people off. And it could be you standing up for yourself in a new way, you putting your foot down, you setting boundaries for yourself, you believing in yourself more. But there's something about that others won't like. They'll get used to it. Don't worry. But the way that you're coming out as this new transformed, stronger version of yourself is going to ruffle some feathers, okay? And in turn can ruffle your own feathers and make you want to lash out. So just try to breathe, try to remain calm, and take extra good care of yourself. But honestly, this is your full moon. So this is your coming out party. This is you being new and transformed, and you are going to see results for all the efforts that you've been putting in to better yourself. So I wish you the best of luck. Taurus, this is a very internal energy for you because it's happening in your 12th house of the subconscious. So this could be massive spiritual revelations. This is incredibly healing energy. You are letting go of subconscious programming at this time or subconscious wounds. You're becoming very aware of those wounds. It can be very uncomfortable. This is very deep internal energy. You could be having incredibly intense dreams right now. Also, a lot of trouble sleeping because it's a lot going on in the inner world. So it's going to might be hard for you to relax during this time, but you also have the potential to have some incredible spiritual epiphanies, but you're going to be looking deep within yourself, and what you find may feel uncomfortable. There could be some wounds within you that you haven't addressed or haven't dealt with that need to be dealt with or released now. So don't be afraid of what comes up. Sit with it, accept it, love yourself through it, because there is a leveling up on the other side of this, but you need to be honest with yourself and tune into that deeper intuition and those deeper feelings and address them. Acknowledge them. Don't push them to the side because that could have some real adverse consequences. So accept your feelings, feel your feelings, go within, journal, write down your dreams, meditate, see what comes up, because this could be a culmination of like a lot of the spiritual lessons that you've been in the process to learn. So you're leveling up spiritually, but there is still some uncomfortable feelings deep within that need to be addressed at this time in order for you to fully let them go. So I wish you the best of luck. Gemini, this is happening in your 11th house of friendships, networks, connections. So this could very well be the ending to a social connection, the end to a friendship, you leaving some sort of group association that you've been associated with that you don't feel connected to anymore, you leaving a sort of friend group. And your actions at this time could really piss some people off. This could bring up arguments with close friends or a group that you're a part of, some sort of misunderstanding, highly emotional communication with these people that you're involved with, butting heads, not seeing eye to eye with them. And this energy could reveal a deeper pain within you or a core wound that you need to address right now in regards to how you are in social situations. But a big revelation can also come up, and you could start to see very clearly who is meant to be in your life and who isn't meant to be in your life. And you could say goodbye to some toxic people in your life with this energy. And you could realize that, you know, you've been giving too much of yourself, and it's time to put yourself first, okay? And it's time to embrace the friendships that benefit your life and help you grow, and not the ones that are draining you and sucking your energy. So that's going to become very apparent, but it may become apparent in an uncomfortable way. So remember to breathe and to go easy on yourself in the process. And this is all happening for a higher purpose. So trust the process, and good luck. Cancer, this is incredibly potent energy for you because it is happening in your 10th house of career. And this is a turning point. This is a pivotal moment in your career. This could be a career culmination for you. Something is coming to a head. You're seeing results. You're seeing something come into fruition, especially in regards to something that you started around April 8th during the Aries solar eclipse. You're seeing results of the efforts that you've put in, but there could be something about this next level of your career that you're entering that angers some people or pisses some people off. You could even decide to move away from a certain career or move towards a new one. But the decisions that you make could be a lot. They could be very impulsive decisions right now, and because you're feeling a lot and you don't know how to channel all of this, but you feel you need to make a change. Try to remain calm at work with your bosses. If you want to make a change, make sure you do so in a non-reactive or emotional way. stand up for yourself, focus on finding a solution, and try to remain calm. It might be hard because it doesn't matter what you do right now. You could very well piss some people off in your professional life, but you're realizing a lot about your career destiny. And you need to, at the end of the day, you need to do what's best for you. Okay. And you could be even promoted at this time, but like that could be pissing off some other people. Or you may decide to like change careers. That's going to piss some people off. Or you could decide to do things your own way. It's going to it's like you can't win with this energy. But you know, sometimes you just got to put yourself first and not care what other people think. This is about you at the end of the day. And if you feel frustrated in yourself, try to go easy on yourself and try to breathe before you react, because you don't want to like cut ties with the wrong people at this time either, unless you truly feel that that's what's best for you. And allow your emotions to reveal the truth of what the next step is for your career needs to be, and you'll be just fine. So I wish you the best of luck. Leo, this is happening in your 9th house of travel and higher education. So you could be seeing the results now of a learning experience or a travel experience, something that really ignited your passion. And you could be setting in stone some new travel plans and how you want to expand, or focusing on learning something new or going back to school. And you're really instilling your beliefs right now about the world, about yourself, about your spirituality. And you're standing up for your beliefs. This is a time when you could really stand up for your beliefs, but that's going to piss some people off. Your beliefs are going to piss people off, but that's okay, because as long as they're true to who you are, that's all that matters. And it's time to really put your foot down and let people know where you stand, even if it ruffles some feathers. But this is about you right now. This is about you doing you and you doing what feels right for you. And you've been developing your beliefs about the world for a long time, and you believe what you believe for a reason, okay? And you deserve to believe those things. And it's all about your experience shaped who you are and shaped how you view the world. And you're allowed to see the world the way that you do. So stand up for that. And you know what? Don't care about what other people think, because it's your life at the end of the day. And stand up for yourself, but just in the process of standing up for yourself and making your beliefs known to the world and doing things your own way, try not to hurt anybody in the process, or you know, it's going to piss people off, because people are always going to find a reason to be pissed off, but do your best not to be hurtful, okay? Because there's something about this energy that is making people lash out. And you know, if you could just take a breather and just think before you talk and do things in a very, you know, diplomatic way, with grace, how you present your feelings to the world. Like, I don't know, maybe you want to tell your family that you're voting for this person, and like your family's like, what? We didn't know, you know, things like that. Like your beliefs, you're making your beliefs known, and you have every right to feel that way without caring what people think, but just try not to be hurtful. And yeah, that's all there is to it. So best of luck. Virgo, this full moon is happening in your 8th house, okay? And the 8th house represents psychological healing and deep buried traumas, and also shared resources. So this is a very healing full moon for you, but it could be incredibly uncomfortable, because old traumas can come up for you in order to be released and in order to be purged. This is incredibly healing for you, but it's also incredibly intense. And it could be incredibly frustrating. So be kind to yourself during this time and honor your feelings, and know that they're coming up because they need to be let go of. And you're accessing deeper parts of your own psyche right now and your own emotions. They're coming up because they need to be examined. They need to be addressed, okay? But they could cause a lot of frustration and anger within you. So this is a time, and this anger that comes up could be like anger that you've been suppressing for a while. Just know that it's coming up so that you can become aware of it, so that you can deal with it, so you can release it, so that you can become lighter. It's not coming up for you to lash out at people or to be impulsive. This is coming up just so you could be aware of it, so that you could release and let go and become lighter and heal. So be really easy with yourself right now. And there could be something around money that comes up as well. something involving your partner's money or joint resources that could also make you or your partner very uncomfortable at this time. It's happening for a greater purpose, even if it doesn't feel like that. So try not to be super reactive of whatever is revealed at this time. Sit with it before you make impulsive decisions. This is not the time to act out of like irrational emotions or impulsivity in regards to your buried trauma and to your finances. So take it easy, and I wish you the best of luck. Libra, this is huge energy for you. Okay, you just had this crazy eclipse, solar eclipse in your sign. You're going through this transformation. You're aligning with your destiny. Unexpected things are coming out of the blue for you to help you align with that destiny. And now it's impacting your relationships because it's happening in your 7th house, which represents your relationships with others. So this could be a culmination of something that's been building up. Something's coming to a head, but something also could be coming to an end. And either it's already ended, or you feel like it's about to end. This could be a breakup. This could be a person leaving your life, or you ending a toxic approach to relationships. But this could be triggered by a sort of fight, or somebody lashing out at you, or a blow up, or an explosion. And it's possible to redeem yourself from this energy, whoever this blow up happens with. It could be your partner, potential partner. But it's really important to practice compassion and to try to be nice on that day, because you could say things that you don't mean. People could say things that they don't mean. But there is something that's coming out from everything you've been kind of building. There's a huge lesson in all this, and it's been building up for a while, and it is aligning you with your relationship destiny, but it's going to feel super uncomfortable. But through that discomfort, you can learn a lot about yourself and what those core wounds are in regards to your relationships. And you're going to become very aware of the core wounds within you, your partner's core wounds, what you need to change in regards to how you do relationships. Because you may even surprise yourself on how you're acting in regards to your relationships that day. But it's not meant to make you uncomfortable. It's meant to show you the truth about what's really going on. And if a relationship is not meant to be, it's going to end at this time. And you're going to realize a lot about how you are in relationships. But this could be a very healing time, because you could have some core wounds within you that block you from having healthy relationships. And you could become very aware of them now, so that your relationships in the future could be healthier. So intense, very intense. Try to be nice to everyone. All right, best of luck. Scorpio, this full moon is happening in your 6th house of health and work routines. You need to be incredibly careful with your health right now. Don't do anything crazy that day. There could be a lot of tension at work. There could be a potential blow up at work. This is not a time to take any big risks at work. Maybe take the day off, take a rest day. I would say that something is coming to a head. Something is culminating in regards to the choices and the actions that you've made in the past 6 months. Something that came up during the Aries solar eclipse that you started. You could be seeing the results of that now in regards to work life. This could very well be you getting a promotion at work, or even quitting your job. There's a change. There's something that's changing at work that's pissing people off. That's kind of unexpected, and it might even piss you off, and you might want to lash out, but try to control yourself, because your health is going to be impacted as well. You need to take really good care of your physical health at this time, your mental health. Literally taking a day off and taking a spa day is probably the best thing that you can do, because there could be conflict at work with other people. People are not going to be happy with what you're presenting to them and the direction that you're moving in, or the ideas that you have, or your choice to, even end this job could piss people off. And your health could be affected because your emotions will be running high. So take it easy with yourself. Take a rest day if you need to. Breathe. Be in nature. That's really good for you as well. Eat really healthy foods. Stretch, maybe not. Don't do any intense exercises. Do something gentle, like a light stroll through the park. But you're going to be okay. You're definitely going to be okay. You're just going to become more aware what doesn't serve you in regards to your daily routines and your work life. And you're becoming more aligned with what you need to be doing, but it just might be uncomfortable in the process. Everyone's going to be feeling it. So I wish you the best of luck. Sagittarius, you're quite lucky because this full moon is landing in a house that's not as scary. It's in your 5th house of romance and creativity. And with all this passionate energy, this could be quite a passionate encounter with somebody. Very romantic and emotional, like a culmination, something that's kind of been building up with someone for a while. This could be like taking it to the next level of like a passionate embrace. It could be like a very extremely hot date, or you could feel very passionate to work on a creative project that you've been wanting to work on. But of course, yes, it could be a little bit too passionate, and this energy could lead to blowups or arguments with a romantic partner or potential romantic partner. And like if you go on a blind date that day, you might, have a debate with somebody that's like super uncomfortable. But passionate arguments could lead to passionate bedroom time if you're lucky. So this could go a lot of ways for you, but I feel like for you, the energy is a bit more gentle because it could be channeled productively with it landing in your 5th house. You could be channeling it into your art, creative passion projects, and expressing yourself, which could be really beneficial, or it could be channeled into just like a passionate encounter with another human being. So there's nothing wrong with that, but just try not to get triggered or like impulsively say things that could hurt other people, or take things too personally, and you'll be just fine. So I wish you the best of luck. Capricorn, okay, very intense energy for you because this is falling into your 4th house of home and family. And this could create a lot of tension at home with family members. Past wounds from your childhood can come up right now for them to be processed. People could be very emotional in your household. You could be very emotional in your household. It's really important to try to stay calm at this time and to breathe. And if you feel angered or upset by a family member, try not to be too reactive or impulsive or say things that are hurtful. They could be the ones doing it to you. Try not to react. But something needs to be brought up. There's something like that's been suppressed, and it could be like a tension with a family member. Like it's going to come to a head now. Just do your best to stay calm. Know that there's a greater purpose in whatever comes up now. There's something that needs to be released, and it could be like a wound or a pain from the past that was created from another family member or between you and another family member. It needs to be released now because there's been like a tension that's been building. So this is a great opportunity to heal and to let go of things from your past and to become more aware of how your past has affected you and how certain family members' actions have affected you and what their feelings are and what your feelings are towards them. So it could be very healing, and you could find an amazing solution on how to like patch up the relationship, to let go of the pain. But there is the potential for it to be like explosive and hurtful if you're not careful. So it's really important that you're aware of how this energy can impact you and do your best to be focusing on finding a solution as opposed to being focused on the problem at hand. Focus on finding the solution to the problem, and this can be a very healing time, or you can let go of a lot and end up feeling a lot lighter on the other side. And this could be a big change in your living situation as well, like a potential move or a wanting to move or something coming into fruition in regards to your home or a project in the home as well. So I wish you the best of luck. Aquarius, this is happening in your 3rd house of communication, learning, writing. This could be the completion of a learning project or the completion of you studying something and the results of learning something new or what you've been studying. You could become aware of the skills that you've acquired and start to put those skills to use, put those skills to the test. You will become more aware of how your mind has expanded. And you could feel very passionate at this time about wanting to continue learning something new. You could feel very passionate about communication, writing, speaking. The way that you're speaking right now is with a lot of passion, but on the other hand, this could bring up a lot of fights because the third house represents your words, your mind, how you're communicating. And because you're feeling all this passion, you may express yourself in ways that ruffle other people's feathers, that make people feel uncomfortable. Your communication at this time with others could be a little bit intense and potentially explosive, especially with people in your immediate environment, like your neighbors and your siblings. Issues can come up with them. There could be wounds that are revealed, that you share with a brother or sister, or wounds that you've inflicted upon each other, or tension that's been building can finally be revealed. And you can definitely find a way to heal certain relationships with people in your immediate environment, but it will come up through an uncomfortable conversation or uncomfortable communication. But that discomfort does lead to you finding an ultimate solution. And you're going to be feeling very passionate. So you may want to channel that passion into a new writing project, or writing down your feelings, or you're going to want to be expressing yourself, but just make sure you're not expressing yourself in a way that could be hurtful to others. Channel that passion into something productive, and be compassionate with others, and try not to be too reactive or impulsive, and you'll be just fine. So I wish you the best of luck. Pisces, this is happening in your second house of wealth and finances. So this could be a culmination in regards to your finances, something that you've been working towards. You're seeing the results of that now, and it could directly impact your bank account. But there can also be disputes about money that come up, ones that are uncomfortable and that you probably don't want to deal with, but you're going to have to deal with them. And the situation could be incredibly frustrating, but there is a lesson in it, and it will help you find a solution to deal with your finances in a smarter way moving forward. But you may have to deal with an uncomfortable realization about your money and how you've been spending it, if you've been saving, and whatever comes up at this time, you're not going to like it, but there is a lesson in it. So try not to be too reactive. Trust the process. This is helping you align with your financial destiny, but there's like a tougher lesson in regards to it. And you may see that some of your financial choices were not the best choices and have led to some, problems with money. But there is always a solution that can actually, you going through this challenge can actually lead to you finding a solution that helps you make more money. More than you thought, but you need to go through a harder lesson at this time. So trust the process, even if it might be painful or super frustrating and annoying. Trust the process. It's going to be okay, and I wish you the best of luck. And that concludes your full moon video. Full moon in Aries. It's a full super moon. It's going to be intense. It's going to be wild. It's going to be emotional. It's going to be frustrating, uncomfortable, all of the things. But within this all, there is so much potential for growth. There's so many lessons that can be learned from this. We're all going to rise above this together. I believe in you guys. I am so grateful that you're here watching this video, wanting to learn, wanting to understand this energy, wanting to gain awareness so that you can make the higher choice and live the most fulfilling life. I really appreciate you listening to what I have to say, because from the bottom of my heart, I just want to help you guys understand this energy, use it towards your advantage so you can gain value, and so you can gain insight on who you are and what's going on in the world, and how you can create the reality of your dreams by knowing that this energy is here, and knowing that you always have a choice, and that you can always rise above it, and you can always choose to level up, even if things feel super heavy and super intense. But you will get through it, and you will come out stronger on the other side. So thank you so much for being here, and please feel free to leave any comments or questions down below, and I will see you in the next video.